set to roll here. The Outlaws coming in red hot. They've won 2 straight, both games in the final seconds to come away with the W. They sit now 3-2. The Brampton Express, after an outstanding season, losing in last year's All-Cup final, they've struggled. They're sitting at 1-3. Their last week's game postponed due to weather on Sunday. So both these two teams here would love a W, and off the opening draw, it'll be the Express, and Gage Board takes a hard hit from Nick Andrioli, and he'll lose it. Oshawa battling for it. They will gain first possession, and it's Wallace that'll come into the pack, dumps it over. Blumberg's great save there by Nagy right off the bat, tested, and the Express going to look to move it over the timeline, and they do. So good pressure early on by the Outlaws. Out now the Express with a chance for their first offensive attack, and Jeffroy shot well wide of the mark. Mitchell Jeffroy, of course, keep an eye on him. One of the mainstays. Jeffroy again, up, down, try to go short side. Too far on the short side. Ball loose now, and the Outlaws will jump on it in the offensive end. Pull up, knock down, almost turned over. Jake Gilmore does a good job to pounce on it, but he can't hang on to it. And now the Express will counter the other way with Curtis Ward. Ward has been outstanding so far this season, 4 goals, 2 assists. And now Jake McNabb, of course, one of the dangerous threats on this Express team. Good passing play, but a better save from Jackson Brown. Good job to slide over to cover that right side. Teetering on that line now are the Outlaws, looking to get it in the offensive end. They turn it over. Josh Medeiros now. He will tiptoe over the timeline, and the Express now will set things up. Darcy Thompson out there, working it with one hand. Good defense. Andrioli in the pressure. Send it over now to Medeiros. Looking for someone. Jeffroy goes to the bounce. Too much on the ounce. That's out of play. And we're going to have our first penalty of the game. Looks like it's going to go to the Express. So the Oshawa Outlaws. And I stand corrected. Looks like the Outlaws penalized player. Looks like Jake Gilmore is going to go 2 minutes for slashing. And that will give the Express their first power play opportunity of the game. And they will go to work. Brampton, of course, working at a 54% efficiency rate on the power play. They work it with Gage Board at the top. Jeffroy out there. Jake McNabb in that right shooter spot. That one's tipped and will remain right here. Sam Jerminski on that left crease. And over on that far side is Zavitz. Good pressure as Josh Tagore forcing that ball further away from the dotted half circle. Working around, big shot, steered aside, rebound, tucked in nicely by Zavitz. So Carter Zavitz, right place at the right time to pocket his first of the game, gives the Express a 1-0 lead. They are 1-for-1 with the man advantage. Just a good job by Zavitz, parked right on the doorstep there. Not a whole lot that you could expect Jackson Brown to do on that, as that ball just came right to the stick, and an easy finish for Zavitz. So the Express jump out front early, and now Board on the attack. Here they come one more time. They'll work it, set things up, and keep an eye out for Gavin Tebow as well. He has been outstanding for the Express here in the early part of this season. They'll work it half boards on that right side. Kick out, Mikhail Chelin. He'll let it go and find the mark. So the Express off to the start that the coaching staff was hoping for, as they felt that they've been good but just not good enough, and haven't done a good job closing games. And different story this time around as they now lead 2-0. Off the draw, chance here now for the Outlaws as they try to counter back with Niall Sear. And Brampton now will flip it up. Jerminski will settle things down here as we are just over 12 minutes to play, opening quarter. Brampton Memorial Arena, and I'll tell you, it's a tad chilly in here. Jeffroy goes to the underhand stop. Chris Veltman, a good pickup, and an outlet pass will move the Outlaws up into the offensive end. Good defense there. Simons, swing over, almost tucked in. Chris Atwood, he'll kick it back out. John St. John, and this is the first time the Outlaws have had a chance to get their offensive unit out there. Gareth Haig out there. But it all starts with the master facilitator, John St. John. His kick pass, shot clock winding down to 5. Simons on the move, easy save as Nagy got the shoulder up, close that gap. And Brampton weathers the storm now. They'll move it into the offensive end. Waiting for the offense to fill out. Ward looking for an opening. Kicks that back to McNabb. McNabb looking for a screen. Gets it. Takes a shot wide of the mark. Rebound. Colin Matthews. Swing back. McNabb get another chance. Jake McNabb striking early on. And the Express are rolling early here with a 3-0 lead. Good job. You saw McNabb as he had a couple of opportunities to size things up. This time he sets the sight in the right spot, finds the mark to pick up his first of the game, 10th of the season. So the Brampton coaching staff got to be happy with the start here and off the draw. Jonah Beam can't win it, controlled by the Outlaws, and Veltman now will get over the timeline and work it to Blumbergs. The rest of the offense will filter out, including Alex Simons. He'll work this right side here. Looking for a screen, kick over. 10 on the shot clock, got to go to work here. Gilmore flips it, finds St. John. St. John, zip pass, gets intercepted, knocked down. Going to be tough to, good job though by Bloombergs to keep it in that end. And we'll see what the call is here. So it looks like it was an interference call. An early hit, and that will give possession right back to the Outlaws with a fresh 30 to work with now. So a chance here to get the offense out, get comfortable, and go to work here as they've been quite early on. Give and go. St. John couldn't handle that pass. Handcuffed. Duncan Card in there looking for it. Gilmore on the roll, and he takes a couple hard hits. That will keep possession right here. Another 30 to work with. Quick pass. St. John. Kick out. In tight. Big save by Nagy. And we'll see here if we got a penalty called by crew chief Kyle Kennedy. They do on a legal cross-check the call. It's going to go against Alec Tomas, and that's going to give Oshawa their first power play opportunity of this game. And they have been real good with the man advantage, working at impressive 52%. So both these two teams dangerous on the power play. So discipline going to be a key. Atwood's at the top. St. John has filtered down to the crease. Gilmore's in that left shooter spot. And on that right side, you've got Simons. He's going to let that go. Nagy the save. And Josh Gilray out there as well, trying to track this down. Jonah Beam comes away with it, and he'll work it up. And if you don't know about Jonah Beam, you better ask someone, because that guy does a whole lot for this Brampton team. Bad pass. Chance here now. St. John tried to go hits the crossbar. Rebound Matthews. He'll look to turn it up the other way. One man to beat and hustles over the timeline. Under 9.5 to go here. Minute 10 left in the man advantage for the Outlaws. Cutting in. Zavitz! And he buries a shorty. Oh, Carter Zavitz, second of the game, comes short-handed. And this Brampton Express continues to roll on here. Still a minute 7 left in the power play. So Joe Hilton Company have some work to do here, as some holes to plug when you look at this Brampton lineup, probably the strongest lineup they've had in their 4 games up to this point. And off the draw, Veltman will scoop it up, settle things in, flip to Bloombergs, and now the offense. Need a little bit of a jump start. Have to say this Oshawa team, though, has been masters of the comeback here in the early part of the season. Atwood let it go. Nagy got enough of it to keep it in front of him. Express now going to look to try to work some clock, 40 seconds left. Martin's trying to bail his way in, turns it over, chance now for Addy Atwood. Atwood, and he rings it off the bar. Rebound, Sear. He goes in hard, and nothing doing there. Express bring it the other way. Chullen has it knocked down, and it's scooped up and moved up by Tagore. He'll give way to Haig. Haig will come out. Dying seconds now, the power play, St. John. Fakes the shot, takes it in. Simons buries it. So the master facilitator feeding the world as Simons on the board. He gets Oshawa on the board. It's a 4-1 game. First of the game for Simons, 7th of the season. And in case you're wondering about St. John's numbers, he comes in with 7 goals, 20 helpers to lead the league. So you can see what he does, and off the draw, that's going to be a false start. Possession to the Outlaws. See here if they can put together something, get back in this game, trailing by 3 with 8 minutes to go, quarter number 1. Atwood looking for room. That one's knocked down. St. John's going to deflect it, keep it on this side, does a good job. Cutting in, Bloomberg's looking down low to Atwood. Pass got deflected. Tomas battling for it. Good job, and moved up by the Express, and it's Horsley. Andrew Horsley's going to pull it up. He'll retreat, give way to Jeff Roy, and they'll set up their offense now half boards right side. Trying to turn that corner was Battersby. Dumps it off. McNabb shrugs off a check. Good shot off. Stopped, though, by Jackson Brown, and now the Outlaws going to try to counter the other way. Roding, he's going to look. St. John out there hustling to get to his spot. Simons will swing it around. They'll have Gilroy work it half boards right side. Kick it over. Simons going to let that change the angle, but it gets blocked and knocked down. Good defense by the Express, and they'll move it up over the timeline. Under 7 minutes to go here, 4-1 in favor of the home side. McNabb working that two-man game on the right. Looking for a cut-in, swing around. McNabb gets it back, 10 on the shot clock. Looking for that shot pass, nothing doing down there. Picked up Millsap. He gets harassed by Draminski. Goes down hard on the carpet, but does a good job to feed it over. So excellent work, and now the offense able to filter out for the Outlaws. And Haig. So the brothers Haig and Ryan and Gareth, just in case you see me or hear me saying Haig, Haig, there are 2. And that's going to be a high sticking call, and Kalen Martin is going to head to the penalty box. And with 6:11 to go, that will take us to our first officials timeout. So illegal cross-check to call. And for the second time in this game, the Outlaws will go to work with the man advantage 0 for 1, and they've given up a short-handed marker. So Atwood at the top, as you can see, same usual suspects with Simons and Gilray on that right side. They'll work it around, give everyone a touch. St. John's going to try to come bring it out, kick it out. Atwood, wrong stick side. So that shot off the mark. That'll go out of play, and Gage Board will catch it deep in it and send it away. And not quite sure how St. John ended up on the carpet, but that will be a possession change. So what could have been an opportunity goes awry, and now the Outlaws will set things back up. Just over a minute and a half left in the man advantage. They'll inch in, try to gap that box. St. John, no look. Atwood, quick shot right on. Nagy, the save, and that ball stuck. And now tasked with moving it up will be Tomas. One quick pass over the timeline, and Thompson will put on the brakes and set up shop in the offensive end. Look to burn some time here and kill some of this penalty. Late screen here, letting it go is Chullen, not right on. Ball loose, picked up, and a good job by Tompkinson to pick it up. He'll loft it up, and St. John over the timeline. See here if the Outlaws can get into their offense a little quicker here. I think if anything, shot selection may be a question as they're well outside the dotted half circle, and if you're going to beat Lucas Nagy, you're going to have to be in closer than that. And now Horsley easily over the timeline. 25 seconds left in the penalty. Horsley takes a hard hit, bodied into the boards. Good defense there by the Outlaws as they force the turnover. And now Gareth Haig will get it over the timeline. And back to work go the Outlaws. Just over 4 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Atwood kicks it out. Penalty over. So another good kill by the Express. A chance here. Tomas not able to cradle and corral that pass through the crease. Will give it back to the Outlaws. One quick pass up to St. John. Doesn't have the numbers. He'll wait. And Blumberg's. St. John. Simons to the bounce shot. When in doubt, take it to the carpet. It's a 4-2 game. Great job by St. John finding Simons cutting, hit him on the money in stride. And a good overhand bounce shot. I tell you, you can never go wrong with that. Simons, second of the game. He's got 8 on the season. So he has been responsible for both goals for the Outlaws. And off the draw, Beam wins it, but it's the Outlaws that control. Blumberg's kick it out. Veltman settle it down, loft it up. And Wallace now will work it with St. John. St. John isolated, gauge board on him. 2 crafty vets. St. John quick shot. Wide of the mark. Blumberg gets it, fakes a shot, goes to the bounce. Too much on that. That'll stay right here as Nagy got a piece of it. And now Gilray. Gilray changes direction, goes hard, but he tiptoed on that white line. That'll be a crease violation, moving up the other way. Cody Menzies out there now working that crease. Curtis Ward will stay on the left side. And they'll take it back to the right. On the run, Battersby, wide of the mark. Rebound. Millsap's going to pick it up. Long strides, easily over the timeline, and Simons now will stop, drop, and set up shop. Haig. Swing around Atwood. Quick skip pass, St. John. Can't corral it. Haig does a good job to get it. First step, dumps it off. Blumberg's big save, Nagy. Oh, he kept those legs closed up nicely, did Nagy. Kept it from going over that line. Outstanding piece of goaltending there now. And here's Matthews. Puts on the brakes. 2 speedsters with Andrioli on him. And they'll work it to McNabb. Plenty of time on the shot clock as Tebow airs one out, well off the mark. Veltman's going to try to track it down, get a chance here. Chris Veltman, and that's going to be an over and back call. Possession will go to the Outlaws. Veltman will hold on. Jonah Beam will work him over. Simons got a scoop and run, does just that. St. John fakes a shot, skip over Gilray. He'll survey, get it back over to Gilmore. Can't find the handle. And back the other way come the Express. They have numbers 2-on-1. That shot wide of the mark. Probably should have given that up to the player on the right stick side, but either way, Sear. Sear, big save, Nagy. Shanahan will scoop it up, and we'll have another penalty here as now Sear went in hard. Looks like it'll be an illegal cross-checking call. So slashing the case as looks like headed to the sin bin will be Neil Adamson, the guilty party, and that will allow the Outlaws to go to their third power play of this first quarter with 1:41 remaining. So interesting change with the setup. St. John usually in that left shooter spot, Atwood in the right shooter spot, but things have been working for this Outlaws team, so If it's not broke, don't fix it. Keep rolling, doing what you're doing. No look inside Atwood, stop point blank by Nagy. So regardless the score, and Nagy having given up 4, he has been good. And now Martin over the timeline. Minute and a half left in the man short. Minute 10 left in the quarter. Zavitz, crafty. He's going to bounce off a couple, and that's going to be a legal cross-check. Tomas is going to head to the penalty box, and it looks like the Outlaws are going to go on a 5-on-3 advantage here, as that's just poor discipline, and Alec Tomas, one of the vets in the league, should know better than that. So double up this power play opportunity for the Outlaws, as they now, with 1 minute remaining left in the quarter, will go to work with a 2-man advantage. So Veltman will play the safety, and St. John, Atwood, Gilmore, and Gilray will work it in. Gilray, dump over, top, try to feather that in the top, couldn't do it. No tick, there was a tick and attack, but no toe, and board now. He's going to get run down. Tagore's going to come out and chase him down. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Board. Looking for a shot. He'll peel back out. 15 on the shot clock. Looking to work some time. Gage Board getting a job done here for the Express. That's what captains do here. 5 on the shot clock. He'll lose it. Outlaws now with 20 seconds on the game clock. Going to have to speed it up. Going to have to move it up. St. John, Gilmore, no look. Atwood goes to the sidearm, wide of the mark. St. John a rebound, 5 on the game clock. Atwood, size it up, down low, dump fake, and great save as the defender did a good job, and I'm not sure who that is laying down. Can't give Nagy credit for that save, but give credit to Jonah Beam. 15 in the books, 4-2, Express. All set to go here for second quarter action. 19 seconds left in the first penalty. A minute remaining in the second for the Express, leading 4-2 over the Outlaws here, as you can bet Oshawa going to try to get possession and go to work, see if they try and go for 2 for 1, but you got to get that. Engaged Board now. 1 man to beat, and he'll have a chance. Board. Good defense by the Outlaws. St. John doing it at both ends, as Jonah Beam now will pull it out. They will kill the first penalty, and now they'll be short 1 for 40 seconds. Zavitz lets it go, but it goes off the defender. Now if they can get it up, Atwood's leaked out already on the outlet. Atwood now doesn't have anyone with him. Gilmore trailing. Here's St. John. Back to Atwood. Atwood tucks it in the corner. Chris Eddie Atwood doing what he does. So another helper for St. John, second power play goal of the game for the Outlaws, and it's a 4-3 game. Just gives you an idea in transition. Outlaws dangerous, and Brampton, after jumping out to the early lead, has to be considerate of the discipline you're going to need to stay out of the penalty box and know that that could be the difference in this game. Still early in the second, off the draw. Haig and Beam battling for it. It's going to be scooped up by Tomas, and the Express will control in the offensive end. So Brampton looking for a counter here, and that won't work. Horsley a little too rough, and a chance now to move it up in a hurry. Tompkinson dumps it up. Haig shot! Sneaks through! Oh, well done, Gareth Haig, in transition at its finest to pick up his first of the game, 10th of the season. We are tied at 4. Just checking my counter here, and I may be a bit odd. No, I am right. It is 4-4. Off the draw, the battle ensues again with Haig and Beam. Once again, good move by Duncan Cart with the extra E. Does a good job, eludes a couple defenders, swims his way around. Cart still has it. Still has Tagore chasing him. Veltman on the double team. Cart, excellent job, excellent work as he battled his way into the offensive end. Outlaws will counter the other way. So some good offense, better defense. And now Simons will set things up. Alex Simons gets a screen from Gilray, tries to duck in, shot. Nagy steers it aside, ball loose. Shanahan had it, knocked it away. Gilray picks it up. Fresh 30 to work with for the Outlaws. Gilray, he'll work it over to that right side. Look for an opening, kick it back to St. John on the left. Looking for Simons inside. Couldn't connect, and Brampton now will counter. So after a red-hot start, the Outlaws have clawed their way back into this game. We're tied. Jake McNabb, good swim move over Aiden Saint. McNabb tried to tuck that in. Ball loose now. Saint fighting for it, and the Outlaws will get it. And a good job by Ryan Nolan. He'll move it up, and here come the Outlaws. 12.5 to go here, second quarter. St. John, he will survey. Kick it over. It's Atwood swinging around to the right. Bloomberg's that shot. Atwood picks it up. Had it stripped. Beam does a good job. Haig, a better job. And he lost it. Jonah Beam got it back. Outstanding work. Gage board now. Wait for the rest of the offense. He's got Chellin out there and Jeffroy. Thompson will filter out late, as will Menzies. Tough pass as it goes to no one. No damage done. Jeffroy swinging around half boards on the left. Chellin. 5 on the shot clock. Got to go to work. Look for the flip. Menzies takes a hard hit, and that's going to be a penalty as Menzies was defenseless and dipping that shoulder in, and nobody liked that, I'll tell you. And I know you may be sitting at home thinking, well, I don't know what's wrong with that check, but the fact is he was in a defenseless position. And here in the Arenalacrosseleague, safety the priority number one. And that's why that was called. So the Express will go to their second power play. They are 1 for 1. So the argument with the Oshawa bench is that it was a legal hit. They take out of the fact that you could have done some serious damage, and that was the case there. Cross check in this league, not body check. McNabb lets it go. Good save, Jackson Brown. Rebound scooped up. Jaminski moved over. 30 more to work with here by the Express. Need a little something to stop this Oshawa run. McNabb swinging around. Good skip pass. Duck in. Jeffroy had it knocked down. No reset. 15 on the clock. McNabb, good backhand pass. Zavitz tried to slide in that opening. Nothing doing. Jaminski takes a hit from Nolan. Bounces off. 3 on the shot clock. Got to hurry. Gets that right on. Good save by Brown. Nolan now is going to have to work hard to get it into that offensive end. Makes a good move and does just that. Veltman. He'll loft it up. Simons will run under it. And it's under a minute to go now in the penalty. 10.5 to go, quarter number 2. St. John, he's going to look to burn some clock here. 5 on the shot clock. 45 left in the penalty. He'll let it go. It goes off a defender, and they'll get another 30 to burn here. So a big play there. And St. John now will go for a jog. Kick out. Work around and inside. St. John, quick stick finish. That was a beauty. 5-4 Outlaws. So one shorthanded marker deserves another, as St. John usually providing the deliveries. This time He's the recipient. First of the game, 8th of the season, 5-4. So Brampton with a little bit of a lapse here, 31 seconds left in the penalty. Oshawa answering the bell after a slow start and now bored. See if they can go to work here and slow down the roll of the Outlaws. 10 in the man advantage. Stepping in, good save Brown. He scoops it up, has a man, lofts it up, and Tagore's going to run it down, and he'll scoop it up. Penalty over. Team's now back to full strength. 9.5 to go. Haig, he'll wait, they'll work it. St. John, skip pass, knocked down. St. John will get it, size up, skip again. Atwood will tee it up, fake the shot, good save. And now Tomas with a chance. He'll wait, find McNabb, wrong stick side, tough angle. He gets stripped. St. John takes a hit, pops up, and Webb will come run under it. Here comes Webb, has St. John with him. Knocked down, good defensive play there. And some excellent work by Battersby. Jeffroy. Stop, lets it go. That goes off a defender, doesn't even find Brown. Going to have a delayed penalty call here. And it looks like it's going to go against Chris Atwood, and it looks like it's going to be a slash. So Atwood definitely going for a slashing call. Express will go to their third power play, and there's a whole lot of chirping going on both sides here. So Kyle Kennery says settle it down. And McNabb now and the Brampton power play will go to work. They are 1 for 2. They've given up a shorty and gotten one. See here if they can bounce up. McNabb has room. Tried to go 5-hole. And good job of closing and sitting on that was Jackson Brown. Outlaws now will look to burn some clock here with Simons. Give and go. Beauty. Wallace creased the call. Nagy a great save nonetheless. Here come the Express. McNabb in alone. McNabb with a beauty move. Oh, he faked top and then worked the 5-hole to perfection. Jake McNabb, power play marker. We're tied at 5. Just a good job, Jake McNabb. That's a goal scorer's goal there. I've got 5-5 on my counter. The issue I didn't realize was that Chris Atwood got a 5-minute major. And that is probably the worst scenario you can be faced with. And Atwood, with his skill set, should be spending more time on the carpet, less time in the penalty box. And we'll see here now, this gives Brampton a chance to get back in this game and take control. McNabb has come out with a little bit of zip here in this game. Much needed win has to be for the Express. They've struggled. 6 on the shot clock. Inside board, Falling gets it on net. Ball loose. Jeffroy going to battle. Sear comes away with it. He takes a couple hard hits on the double team. Good forecheck, but too much manhandling going on. As Sear took exception, but things a little tangled up, and possession will go to the Outlaws. Good no call. Good play on by the officials. Simons, 3:50 to kill here for the Outlaws. Tie game. We're under 7.5 to go here first half. St. John swinging around. They'll work it left side. Haig! What a bounce shot on the run. Oh, my. Gareth Haig with his second of the game. Second shorthanded marker given up by the Outlaws. Sorry, by the Express, and it's 6-5. So give Gareth Haig some credit as he does everything in his power to bail out his teammate Atwood and that 5-minute major. And the Outlaws jump out to the 1-goal lead. Off the draw again. This time Horsley's going to run under that one and move it up into the offensive end. So Zavitz Battersby out there with McNabb, Jeffroy, and Jaminski. And they'll work it around that horn, look for something good. McNabb steps in, good pass, across, bounce shot, finish. So great work, outstanding decision by McNabb to find the open man in Jeffroy, who pockets his first of the game. And we're tied 6-6 power play marker, second goal for the Express on this 5-minute major with still 3 minutes to go in the Atwood penalty. So I said you got to move in a tad closer if you want to beat these two netminders, and both teams seem to have made that adjustment here in this second quarter. Off the draw, Scoop Veltman. He's going to go to the bounce, and that almost slipped through. Good job by Nagy. Ball loose now in the corner. Bodies hitting the boards. Beam. He'll bounce off a check, get ahead of steam going, and move it up. Brampton don't have numbers, but Beam jumps in the rush. Board. Looking, and he'll find Battersby. They'll settle it down here with 6:15 to go. Board. Swing around. Battersby. As with those goals scored, so 2 goals on that power play, Atwood will still remain in the box, but we will be playing 5-on-5, and at the 6 mark exactly, we'll go to our officials' timeout. As we get set to go, just to fill you in case you missed it last week, 2 games postponed due to weather. It was Brampton against Paris, and Ohsweken and Six Nations had to get postponed, so those games will be refilled in the schedule. Oshawa, with their second thrilling win, handing the Whitby Steelhawks their first loss of the season. That was a 16-15 final, scoring in the final seconds. And working inside that dotted half circle, Outlaws now with 10 on the shot clock. Blumbergs, Simons, shot from way out wide of the mark, rebound, Cart. He'll move it up, and it's Matthews. Matthews over the timeline, and there's a whole lot going on. Not sure what happened behind the play, but it looks like an illegal cross-check, so too much finishing of the checks here. And it looks like Duncan Cart is going to mildly protest, but he'll head to the penalty box. So the Outlaws back to work with a man advantage. They are 2 for 3 and have given up a shorty. So a 5-minute major, the call on Duncan Cart. So tit for tat, we'll see here if the Outlaws are able to capitalize in a 6-6 game. Haig out there with St. John and Gilmore on that left side. On the right side, Gilray and Simons. That one gets deflected. Nagy almost over-cradled it. Gilmore's going to move him off that ball. Tomas is going to chop down a tree in the process, and hitting the carpet will give possession to the Outlaws. 5 minutes to go here in this first half. And it's been event-filled already. As Gilray will set it up. They'll work it at the top now with Haig. So this is where they miss Chris Atwood on this power play. On that right side or at the top, where he's able to unleash that cannon. Haig, that one stopped neatly, stuck beautifully to Nagy. And the Express now with Horsley will try to move it up. They do over the timeline. It's Gage Board. Board. He'll kick it back out. Curtis Ward. Ward. He'll survey the situation. And he'll be in no hurry, you can bet. Looking to burn this shot clock. He'll let that one go. Took a little something off. That one wide of the mark. Webb will get it, and the Outlaws will move it up into the offensive end with Haig. 4 minutes to go. Gilmore. So St. John now at the top. He's going to step in, backhand pass, work left side. No look down. That was well done. Pass on the money from Gilmore as he put it right in the perfect spot. Austin Blumbergs picks up his first of the game. Blumbergs with a beauty finish. That's his 7th goal of the season. More importantly, that gives Oshawa a 7-6 lead, and not quite sure when these guys are going to learn. Stay out of the penalty box, or it could hurt your team. 3:52 to go. And the Outlaws holding a 1-goal lead. Want to send a special shout out to one of the main pieces to the Arenalacrosseleague, and Steve McCarthy. Glad to have him visiting us here in the booth here and gracing us with his presence as we roll on here. Blumberg's going to pick that up, move it up. So the Outlaws are going to set up shop now with over 3 minutes left in the Cart Major and just under 3.5 left in the half. That shot right on, saved by Nagy, scooped up Beam. Beam, he'll get it over the timeline. St. John in pursuit. He'll curl back out and wait for some assistance. He'll find it, dump it down low, and they'll work it to Cody Menzies. Give and go. Jeffroy had it taken away, and a little tip, and that's a good call there, as looks like going to be another delayed penalty. Hey, St. John tried to step in wide of the mark, and that'll go over the timeline. So a legal cross-check to call. And it's going to go to Mitchell Jeffroy. He's going to head over. So the Outlaws once again will go to the power play, but a timeout called. We'll take a short break. Good to resume play here. 2:51 left, 2:24 left, and exactly 2 minutes left in the first penalty. So some work to do here. 5-on-3, Outlaws with a chance here, leading by a goal. Looking to increase the cushion. St. John, no look pass. Atwood lets it go. That one stopped by Nagy. Good save. Beam now. Tough pass gets at Kalen Martin. Martin over the timeline. He's going to go for a bit of a run. Nolan's going to try to chase him down. Cuts him off. Kick out now, and it's Board. Minute half left in the first penalty. And that's a hard hit. Not quite sure why that one should have been called. I'm not sure if a tree fell in the process, but Atwood now takes a quick shot, probably ill-advised. And now Nagy's going to step out of his crease, let one go. But being in a giving mood, he finds Jackson Brown, and here come the Outlaws the other way. Atwood. And he had some room here as Beam sagged back in defensively. But they'll set it up now with Gilray, St. John, and Gilmore. 50 seconds left. Gilray steps in. St. John, no look. Atwood. Bad angle, changes it, goes down, and beauty pass. Better finish. Gilmore on the receiving end of the tic-tac. So Atwood doing a good job facilitating. He'll pick up a helper on that one. Another power play goal for the Outlaws. And give Jake Gilmore his first of the game, 5th of the season. So 8-6 in favor of the Outlaws now, and they still have. So I believe there should be one penalty over unless it's the major. So I think Cart's going to have to So you heard Crew Chief Kyle Kennery give it to us straight. Because the major's still going, no one comes out of the penalty box. There is 40 seconds left. So the Outlaws really have a chance here to make the Express pay. Good job by Hagues to scoop that up. And they'll set it up now. Minute 20 left here, first half. So we'll see who can take advantage of the opportunities. We said of these goals, 10 of them have come via either a power play or man short. So obviously right now, if you look at it, that's going to be the determining factor here in this game. St. John has it knocked down. Plenty of time on the shot clock. First penalty over. And now with 50 seconds left, teams now back to full strength. 5-on-5. Atwood goes to the underhand. Nagy snags that, has a man on the outlet, and it's a good one. Jeff Roy has numbers. Horsley jumps into the rush. Shot, bounce shot. Beauty response there from Jeff Roy. That's just a good veteran knowing exactly the right time to let off a good shot. Bounce shot, far corner. Give Horsley credit for jumping into the rush and setting that screen, allowing the room needed to get that shot off. And a big goal with 35 seconds left here in the second, and it's a one-goal game. Off the draw, Hagen there and Beam. Scooped up Battersby. He'll duck in over the timeline. Wrong stick side, so he'll try to curl back out. Find some room, and he does. Find some relief and board. Kick it over. Zavitz swinging around to Matthews. Quick back to Zavitz. Quick shot, stopped by Brown. Rebound, Jerminski almost scooped that up. 5 seconds left here in the half. Sear, he's going to get it and burn it. And a good job. 30 minutes in the books at Memorial. 8-7 the visitors from Oshawa. We'll be back with the third. So all locked and loaded as we get set for third quarter action. The Oshawa Outlaws holding a one-goal lead over the hometown Brampton Express. If we take a look at the stat sheet here, you can see 10 goals, all on shorthanded or power play. So the difference has been special teams, and we start the third off 5-on-5. Here come the Outlaws now, set to go first possession here, third quarter. They'll work it around left side, kick it back. Gilray will settle it down. Him and Simons will work back and forth, and then they'll work that left side. St. John, half boards. He'll dip down. Shot clock at 10. Bloomberg's swinging around. Gilray, good movement on the ball. Bounce shot, Hagen. Too much bounce on the outs, out of play. And now the Express will get their first offensive look as Zavitz will get it over the timeline. Andrioli on him. Chullen, he'll swing it around. Jeff Roy now looking for a screen. Gets one, working with Jerminski. And kick back. Zavitz fakes the backhand. Pass late to Chullen. Chullen has Andrioli draped all over him. Hard hit there, but a fair hit to Nolan. Chullen on him, and that pass not able to connect. Good job by Matthews, and I know everyone in the building's surprised, but there's going to be a penalty as Mikael Chullen will go to the penalty box for slashing. So lasted just over a minute before a penalty called, and Oshawa now will go back to work on the power play. So 4 for 5. They've given up a shorty. There's been a major in the mix there. And Oshawa now came in working at a 54% efficiency rate on the power play, and they've been good. No-look pass, knockdown beam, regathered by St. John. 10 on the shot clock. Kick it back out. Gilmore way out. He's going to look. Atwood's going to try and get this shot on net. He does. Good save, Nagy. Simons had it, lost it, and Martin now will come away with it for the Express. He'll go by St. John and into the offensive end. He's got Thompson with him, but no numbers, 2 on 4. And he'll pull it back out, get it to Zavitz, and they'll look to work some clock. Zavitz, Tagori on him. That would be an interesting race for sure. Zavitz, good move. Duck back in, 8 on the shot clock. Thompson does the swim under, tries the twister, can't get that on net, and now it's Sear. Sear will hustle into the offensive end, and he'll give way to St. John, and he'll set it up. 55 seconds left in the power play. St. John, same setup with Gilmore, St. John on that left side, Atwood at the top. And they'll work it around, look for an opening. Simons lets it go. That one's caught a piece by Nagy, but Matthews jumps on it, has Tomas with him, and he's going to stop and take that shot. Good save made by Brown. Back the other way, the Outlaws. Chance here for Atwood on the doorstep. He's going to get it, peel back out. Look down low, quick stick, and a beauty save, Nagy. 10 seconds left in the power play. Atwood lets it go short side. That's blocked. So a reset. The penalty, and it's dying seconds, and they score. So Atwood with a tricky shot on the short side. You got to consider that another power play goal with 2 seconds left on the clock. And Alec Tomas, with too much to say, has got an unsportsmanlike, so he'll go to the penalty box. Oshawa will go back to work on the power play, and Tomas is going to get tossed for too much. So, unfortunately, he really has been nothing but an anchor in this game, and discipline has been a problem. So we'll go with a draw ball. Tomas has been ejected. We'll see if they add another 2 up on there. But really, we're in week 6, so lessons shouldn't be hard learned. You should know what's going on and where the line is, and that the more time you spend in the penalty box, the more it hurts your team. So I guess some skulls a little thicker than others. But the Outlaws now, who have capitalized 5 times with the man advantage, they only have 9 goals, and they'll go back to work. So Andrioli now. Offense will make their way back out there, as Atwood will take it at the top. He'll quarterback again this session of the power play for the Outlaws. Good skip backhand pass. Gilroy. Atwood changes the angle, has that knocked down. Ball loose. Simons tracks it down, gets it over Haig. 4 on the shot clock. Atwood, top corner beauty. Oh, 77. Rocking the house for the second time in this game. He's got 13 goals on the season. And more importantly, now the lead is 2. I may have to check my counter. It is, and it's a 10-7 game. So once again, off by 1, but corrected. And once again, special teams has made a difference. So just when the Express had gotten back, got off to a good start, led 4-2 after 1, trailed 8-7 at the half. But right now, a couple of quick goals by the Outlaws on the power play have given them a 3-goal cushion. Bloombergs will find Simons. Simons now skip pass across. Haig has Adamson on him. Dump off. Rodling goes to the bounce. Good save, Nagy. And that's picked up, and here comes Matthews. Matthews has the Jets going. He'll fake, stop, pop, ring it off the pipe. That'll go back all the way down. Nagy's going to go after it. Nolan's going to put some pressure, and Curtis Ward now is going to be tasked with getting it over the timeline. Quick pass. They'll work it. Matthews has some room. Overhand right on. Ball loose. Battling for it is Ward. Jerminski in there too, as is Aiden Saint. Ball loose. Matthews has it, lost it, and now has it. So good effort by the Express. McNabb has a defender on him. Nolan working him over good. McNabb trying to get some room. On the run. Ducks in. Beauty move by McNabb. Stopped, though, by Brown. And Nolan and McNabb mixing it up. And my apologies. I don't think that is Nolan. We'll check. It is not Nolan. And it's Andrioli. So it looks like both McNabb and Andrioli are going to go roughing Miners. The question will be, was there a penalty called prior to that? So no extra. So there is the extra. Aiden Saint will head over. So the Express will go to just their fourth power play of this game. Now, mind you, there's been a major. They've scored 3 goals on 3 power plays, but they've given up 2 shorthanded markers. A chance here to get back in this one. Cut into that 3-goal deficit. Board. He'll filter around. Interchange goes hard to the corner. So Gage Board gives his team a lift like a good captain should. Finds the mark. And it's 10-8. So Board with just his second goal of the season. But it comes at a good time to stop the bleeding. Still a minute 42 left in the coincidental Miners. Roughing Miners to McNabb and Andrioli. And off the draw, Board is going to track it down deep in his own end. Board, good pass to Beam. Going to have to hurry, and they do get it over the timeline. Battersby finds Chellin. Chellin will duck in, avoid a check. Gives way now to Zavitz. Zavitz thought about it, kicked it back out. Jerminski swing. Give and go, was working with Thompson. Dying seconds of the shot clock. Taking it, good save by Brown. Rebound collected, and a fresh 30 now for the Express. We're under 9 minutes to go here, third quarter. Thompson. He'll swing it around. Ward looking to elude at least one defender. Gets it in. Battersby chased back out of that dotted half circle by Veltman. Zavitz tried to get by Webb. Couldn't. Lost it. Good defense. Possession. The Outlaws. And looks like we're going to get a delay of game call. And that is Zavitz is going to get it for interfering. And when the rule is whistle blows, you stop. Zavitz to the penalty box. Oshawa to the power play. Their 8th power play opportunity of the game. So a chance here for Oshawa to answer quickly with 8:35 to go here in the third. Simons and Gilroy again on that right side. Atwood at the top, Gilmore St. John on the left. Simons, he'll tee that up, saved by Nagy. Atwood had a notion, thought better of it, and the Express now quick pass. It's Jeff Roy. So wrong stick side, he's going to look to work some clock here. As Jeff Roy is going to go for a bit of a run. Veltman's going to chase him down. 10 on the shot clock. Thompson flip. Jeffroy has room. He's going to let it go. Does. That'll go over the timeline, and possession will belong to the Outlaws. Good crowd on hand here at Brampton Memorial for this Friday night affair. Boy, and it is chilly, not just outside, inside as well. The only thing hot is these guys on the floor and the action as Atwood now. They'll give everyone a touch. They've been very deliberate about that. The ball movement has been outstanding. He lets that go. Nagy, good save. Scooped up. Quick pass. Board couldn't corral it. Battling with Atwood for it. Board wins the battle. Curls in. Board! Good save, Brown. Atwood zips it up. Had St. John. Gilroy's going to bail them both out. And it's Simon's going to handle the pass. Brampton going to jump on it and move it up, and it's Martin. Martin ducks by a couple. Kalen Martin shot. Stopped by Brown. So some good goaltending by Jackson Brown. And the Outlaws now with 30 seconds here left in their power play. Some good goaltending at both ends. As St. John now, no look. Atwood fakes one shot, goes to the other. So boy, oh boy, when he's got the magic touch, Chris Atwood getting it done. Third power play goal of this quarter. Third of the game for Atwood, who now has 14 on the season. And it's 11-8. So just when Brampton got a big one from their captain, a power play marker balances things out. 6:51 to play here, third quarter. It would be very interesting to see these two teams play 5-on-5. We haven't seen it too often. And here we are right now. See how long it lasts. Jonah Bean. Cullen. He'll swing it across, and it's Ward. Ward's been quiet in this game. Curtis Ward looking for an opening, goes to the underhand, too high, picked up. Good cross check there by Ward as he laid the lumber down. Nolan going to pick it up. Nolan, fake, big save, Nagy. So with 6:18 to go, that will take us to our officials' timeout. Set to resume after our officials' timeout. Just want to send a message, as I've been told sometimes I protect our officials and I don't second guess them. Well, I'll tell you, the officials that handle these games have their hands full. They do everything in their power to prepare and to do the best they can. Nobody's perfect, but these guys are the best crew, and we enjoy having them. I will continue to protect them. Delayed penalty coming. So I asked you when we're going to play 5-on-5, and it didn't last long, as delayed penalty coming this time to the Outlaws. And that will give the Express their fifth power play opportunity of the game. So it looks like Zach Tompkinson, the guilty party. So a chance here for Brampton. Trailing by 3. Jeffroy and Jaminski on that left side. Zavitz at the top, interchange with McNabb. Skip pass, they'll work it, look for an opening. Back to McNabb, size it up. Jeffroy, he lets it go. That's wide. Up and off the boards. Good job by McNabb to corral it, give his team a chance here. And now Zavitz, no look, down low. Trying to go up top was Battersby. Right on, rebound McNabb. He'll curl back out. They'll reset. Minute 20 left in the man advantage. Underhand, good save, Brown. Ball loose in the dot, half circle shot. Can't get through. Wallace there. Veltman there. Loose in the corner, scrum ensues. Wallace flips it up. And Zavitz is going to use his speed to track that one down. And a fresh 30 now with just under a minute to go in the man advantage. Jeffroy able to step right in, couldn't find that top corner. McNabb, he's going to look to let something go here. He is one of their best shooters, and that one gets knocked down. Wallace, and it's flipped up. Zavitz again. Nolan with a good subtle bump. Sear, and a good save by Nagy. Board will run that down. 30 seconds left here. So a shorthanded opportunity and a golden one. McNabb, he lets it go. Stopped by Brown. Almost trickled in, but wide. Veltman has his pass knocked down. Battersby, hands on McNabb now. Board, lets it go. Stopped by Brown. Delayed penalty coming here now to the Outlaws with just 5 seconds left to kill. So Board, plenty of time on the shot clock. Tebow out there. He's been quiet as well for the Express. He'll let it go. Stopped by Brown. Loose in that dotted half circle, and we'll see what the call is. Another illegal cross-check. Looks like it's going to go to Chris Veltman. So the steady parade to the penalty box continues for both teams. Another power play opportunity, the 6th for the Express. They've capitalized 4 times. Problem is they've given up 2 shorthanded. Board now. McNabb lets it go. Stopped by Brown. Rebound Sear. He gets the legs going. 2-on-1. Sear. Good back check, Jeffroy, and well done by Jeffroy to track that down, and now McNabb in the offensive end. 3:15 to go here, third quarter. 3-goal lead for the Outlaws. Jeffroy, they'll work the left side. He'll try to size it up, gap that box, look down low. Zavitz kicks it out. McNabb lets it go, blocked by Wallace. Wallace chops a tree down in the process, scooped up by Brown. Brown with a good outlet pass will send away Nolan. And he'll pull up short of the line, chased down by Matthews, double teamed. Him and Board, they'll pin him and take him down, scoop it up. Here come the Express with a chance. Matthews had a 3-on-2 but pulled it out instead. McNabb now will slow it up. 50 seconds left in the man advantage. McNabb lets it go wide of the mark. Scooped up. Legging it over the timeline at St. John now. Doesn't have the numbers, but St. John working one-on-one with Adamson. He'll look to work some clock. John St. John zips it out. Gilray. Gilray tied up. Good defense. 10 on the shot clock. Gilray has some opening. Good steer to side, but 30 more for the Outlaws on the kill here. We're under the 2-minute warning. Haig. He's going to dump it down. They'll work it to St. John. 10 seconds left in the Veltman penalty. Kick it out to Gilray. Simons, skip pass, penalty over, all evened up. Saved by Nagy. Duck in. Here comes Adamson. Another penalty coming. This one coming to the Outlaws. So I know you're sitting at home shocked by what you're hearing, but yes, another penalty coming. Net empty, minute 20 to go. 15 on the shot clock. Extra attacker out for the Express. Chance here. Thompson, steer to side. Rebound, what a save! Axon Jackson Brown. That is some fine goaltending there to keep that ball from finding the mesh. Josh Gilray, the guilty party. He's going to spend 2 minutes in the box. And Brampton now getting a little bit of momentum here. With a minute 10 left in this third quarter, need to chip away at this 3-goal deficit. They already have 4 power play goals, but they're only 1 for 4 here in this quarter. Jeffroy has some room. Inside, Davis, quick shot. Knocked down by Veltman. Give Veltman credit for the save. Loose in the dotted half circle. Davis battles. That shot wide. Sear. And Sear's been all over this carpet. Got to hurry. They get it over the timeline. Wallace. That's going to be a delayed penalty as Jeffroy is going to make sure that the 2 minutes was worth it. Not quite sure what Wallace did to upset Jeffroy so much, but I'd say it was a hard hit. May have been a tad bit soccer-like embellished, but certainly the knee on the chest after that was worthy. And with 1:27 left in that penalty, 35 seconds left in the quarter. 4-on-4. Simons on the run. Takes a hit from Cart. He'll collect that rebound. No reset. Back out top. Swinging around St. John. 4-on-4. Lots of room. John St. John ducks in. Curls out. Simons. Wrong stick side. Nagy. Steady Eddie. Kick back out. Bloomberg's. Rebound loose, and it's Medeiros. Medeiros. Back door. Looking for Ward. Gets it to Matthews. Matthews has Ward. Ward, quick shot, and that's in the net. So great transition offense by the Express as they pick up a goal with 4.9 seconds left here in the third. Great job as Matthews was hesitant initially, but a good pass over to find Ward on the doorstep, and he pockets his first of the game. 5th of the season, and it's 11-9, 4.9 seconds left here in the third. And they will just let this one wind down, and 3 are in the books here at Memorial. 11-9 for the Outlaws. We'll be back. Get set for the fourth quarter. 2-goal lead for the visiting Outlaws here over the Brampton Express, and we'll see here what transpires. 49 seconds left in the Oshawa penalty. Then they'll go on a power play. But in the meantime, between time, 4-on-4 here to start the fourth. Dump down. Matthews, good move. Step in, create space, goes over the top wide. And Tagore now is going to put on the Jets. He'll create some space. Josh Tagore, kick back out. Atwood laid off the bench, rings it off the bar. That'll go out of play, stay right here, and Atwood now will look to attack again. Great job by Josh Tagore to find Atwood. Simons lets it go. That sticks right to Nagy. Express engaged board over the timeline. 5 seconds left. Thompson cutting through. Pass was a little behind, and looks like 2 hands on will give possession to the Outlaws. So Oshawa now on the power play for 30 seconds. They'll set it up at the top with Simons. Atwood swinging around, working with Gilmore on that left side, dump it around, and they'll kick it back out to the top and Atwood. Atwood changes the angle. Atwood has the Midas touch. He is feeling it today. Another power play goal for the Outlaws. And it's 12-9, his 4th of the game. So you talk about lighting the lamp. Boy, Chris Atwood has the mojo going today as he has been able to find the mark. The Outlaws come in working at a 54% efficiency rate on the power play. That is going to go up for sure at the end of this one. And Oshawa looking for their 3rd straight, while the Express trying to halt their skid. Still well over 13 and a half to go, so plenty of time on the carpet. Outlaws on the attack. Quick shot, Haig, right on Nagy. So going to be important now for Brampton to be a little more deliberate here, as they've got to get back in this game trailing by 3. 3 goals in this sport, blink of an eye. Chullen swinging around. They were looking for that left side, but it was covered up well by the Outlaws. Ward, he'll dump it. 10 on the shot clock. Looking inside to McNabb. McNabb hacked and manages to track it down. Tries a quick pass to Jerminski, but whole lot of clutching and grabbing going on there. And if it was NFL Sunday, I'm sure there would have been a flag on the play, as Andrioli over the timeline will get it over. They'll start it on the right side with Gilray. Matthews all over him. Gilray trying to lean in, gets taken down on a good cross check by Matthews. Got a shovel shot off. Picked up by Rodling, and Gilmore now on the reset. St. John directing traffic. Had Gilmore. Gilmore couldn't corral the pass, and that's going to be a major penalty there to Rodling for sure, as Shanahan was taken down hard. So an easy call for Kyle Kennery and the officials crew. Rodling immediately. And now another chance with the man advantage for the Express here to cut into this lead with 12:26 to go. So that's a 5-minute major to Rodling, and this is a chance right now for Brampton to get back in this one. Remember, you can pocket two. Player will have to remain in, but it'll be 5-on-5. McNabb swinging across. Jeffroy. That one goes off a defender and loose. Wallace had it. He tipped it, so Zavitz will track it down, but there'll be no reset. Going to have to hurry with 6 on the shot clock. McNabb right on. That goes off the post and out of play. So we'll stay right here. Another 30 here for Brampton. Board gets a screen, dumps it off. Him and Jeffroy, two-man game. Skip pass down low, trying to dunk. Nothing doing there. Ran out of real estate. Veltman now the other way. Chris Veltman, good job of ducking in. Skims through two, loses it. And the Express now with Jonah Beam. Dumps it off. Jerminski couldn't handle that pass cleanly. Good job to knock it up and ahead, and it's Tompkinson. So under 4 minutes now left in the 5-minute major. Simons going to go for a jog. Look to burn some clock. St. John puts on an extra burst of speed, peels back out, changes direction, goes back, kicks it out. Shot by Haig, and that one's stopped by Matthews. And Medeiros now. So Brampton going to have to go on the attack here. And it's Jerminski. McNabb, backhand pass. That one from Battersby well wide of the mark, and Jeffroy couldn't hold on to it. Tompkinson will track it down. And Outlaws now will look again to kill some time. St. John, he'll regroup. He's got Card on him. Send it down low. Haig, Shanahan harassing him. Quick pass and great save by Nagy on a quick stick. Haig scooped it up. And a fresh clock now for Oshawa. Under 2:50 to go now in the 5-minute major. St. John, this would be a huge kill for Oshawa. We are creeping toward the 10-minute mark. Fourth quarter. Week 6 of the Arena Lacrosse League in full effect. St. John puts on the brakes. Backhand pass was on the money. Haig couldn't handle it. Shakes his head at himself. And now Brampton will move it into the offensive end. Jeffroy working with Ward. They've changed the top. McNabb has room. Got to take that shot for sure. Was looking at the 5-hole, but Brown closed it. Oh, put it beautifully, almost in the basket, but Tagore almost stole it right back. Instead, Beam will move it into Jeffroy in the offensive end. Minute 45 in the power play. McNabb, no look down low. Him and Zavitz working that right side. Kick out Jeffroy, knocked down. Great job by the defense of the Outlaws as they find a way to get that stick in the passing shooting lane. McNabb from way out, wide of the mark. Rebound. That'll be a violation. Possession now to Oshawa. Minute 25 to burn. 8:45 left here in the fourth. Simons bounces off a check. Draws a double team. Horsley and Gage Board roughing him up. Gets it over. Haig, what a goal! Talk about the air up there. Haig goes airborne and tucks it in, and it's 12-9. So give Gareth Haig some credit. That's his third goal of the game, and another shorthanded marker given up by the Express, their third, and I stand corrected, of course. 13-9 is the score. So the lead 4, 5-minute major, a chance for Brampton to get back in this game. Instead, they give up a shorthanded goal, and the Express, as Cart puts it on Veltman on a pretty fair check. And Brampton now with possession. Momentum clearly in the favor of the visiting Outlaws. Brampton got to get back in it, got to go for a run. Just over 8 minutes left here in the fourth. Diving, what a save by Brown. Stuck out the right arm, closed that off. Here come Oshawa. Andrioli. He'll put on the brakes, curl around. Shanahan and Medeiros trying to work him over. Medeiros, step for step. Shanahan in there to help pin. He'll take Andrioli down, and they'll try to get that ball out of there, and possession will belong to the Express. Quick pass, and they'll set things up. And taking that shot is Thompson right on. Ward gathers. Ward has room. Try to do a bit of a change-up, penalty over. So killed the 5-minute major, didn't give up a goal but got one. McNabb. He'll peel around, kick it out. And they try to go back to that right side. Battersby not able to corral it. And a good job now, Matthews. 3-on-1. Matthews to McNabb. McNabb on the doorstep. And a great save there by Brown, as he has got these Express players frustrated with some outstanding goaltending. St. John splits 2D, and he'll go for a bit of a run to try to create some space. Kicks it back out and does. It's Gilray. 6:40 to go here, fourth quarter. 4-goal lead, Outlaws. Tuck in Gilray. He gets airborne and tucks it in. 14-9. Well, Josh Gilray just may have taken the wind out of the sails of the Brampton Express and derailed that train as he went airborne, tucked it in the corner, and one of the few ways you can beat Nagy is, like any goalie, you go airborne, the advantage belongs to the airborne player. Largest lead of the game. 5 goals. Outlaws looking for more, and it's Haig. Andrioli hits the deck. Loose again. Andrioli battles again. Takes a couple. Still stays strong. Medeiros comes away with it. And Brampton now with possession. Ward, hesitation. Saint on him. Sheds him. Gets it over Zavitz. Zavitz, good move. Kick out, but to no one. And a good bounce. Keeps it in the offensive end. McNabb. 10 on the shot clock. Jake McNabb. Hasn't had a whole lot of help here in this game. Zavitz behind the net, and that dunk is a good one. And they're going to call that a goal. I think they're going to get together. I think that's a goal from our vantage point. And they're saying no goal. So that is one of the toughest calls for the officials. So with 5:43 to go, we will go to our final officials timeout. So 5:43 to go, and that, of course, one of the toughest calls for the officials to make. I think that one happened so fast. It looked from my vantage point like that was a good goal, but tough for the officials to be able to get in position based on that. And great stick check there by Horsley. Possession will belong to Brampton. So we'll see here if the Express have a little life in them. Do they have a pulse? Can they find a way to put together a couple of back-to-back goals? They haven't done that since way back in the first half. Ward ducks in. That pass, defender certainly affected that turnover, and Ryan Nolan's going to jump on it and peel back out. Nolan looking for an opening. He'll get some relief, and they'll set it up with St. John on the half boards. John St. John has been masterful in this game. Taking it in, dumps it off. Gilmore wide of the mark as he had Nagy beat. Couldn't find the 4x4, and here come Brampton. So still life here. Under 5 minutes to go. But Brampton needs something here and now. Thompson. Curl. Back out. Nothing doing. Swing around McNabb. McNabb. Good pass inside Jerminski. He is stopped. Rebound. That's a beauty. From a tough angle. Thompson getting it done. So a great job there by Darcy Thompson. He was at a very sharp angle on that far side, almost behind the net, able to reach out and touch someone and tuck that in the corner. A much-needed goal and potentially a life raft for the Express here as it's a 14-10 game. 4:32 left here in this fourth. Like I said off the top, the Outlaws have made winning games in the final seconds an art here early on. They would like not to have to do that here in the final 4.5. Brampton with possession off the draw. If they can pocket one here, things are about to get hectic here. Battersby can't come away with it. Loose. Good job by Tompkinson. He's going to have to change course and dump it up. That's all he could do. Nagy's going to play the bounce. And an outlet pass on the short hop into the offensive end. McNabb. He'll size things up. One-on-one. Dumps it down below and through the crease the call as Zavitz must have touched some of that white. And Outlaws now will look to counter. Quick pass. St. John. And a beautiful job by St. John to pretend that there was no pass coming, but the other way, it's Beam. Beam. Battersby. Work it to McNabb. 3.5 to go. Tebow comes flying out. Chance here, ducking Ward. Ward with a beauty! Curtis Ward working the short side. So Ward with his second of the game, 6th of the season, and 14-11, 3:29 to go. We've got a game here as the Express show a little bit of life. Amazing what happens when you play 5-on-5 lacrosse. Really the first consistent time we've seen that, and off the draw, the Outlaws had it, but gave it right back, and now Brampton has some momentum. Horsley will give way. They'll work it now. It's Board. Gage Board. Lets it go. Right on. Stopped by Brown. Wallace is going to try to leg it over the timeline. He's going to get some pressure. And Simons now. 3 minutes left to go here. Simons looking for a screen from Gilroy. Elects to go to St. John. Quick pass back. Stepping in, looking for something now is Gareth Haig. Haig, 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go and finds the mark. So from a tough angle, Gareth Haig picks up his 4th of the game, and it couldn't have come at a more timely fashion, 15-11. You can bet that Lucas Nagy would love to have that one back. as that was a tough angle. I'm not quite sure he even expected Haig to let it go, or he didn't see the release point. Either way, bulging the twine one more time. Gareth Haig, he has been outstanding in this game, as has St. John. Chris Atwood offensively has been very good. Questionable with the penalties now in the Outlaws. Webb's going to get a clean look. Beam tracks him down. Good save, Nagy. Rebound scooped up Tagore. That's a big play right there. Josh Tagore. He's going to get the double team. He'll lose it, but some valuable seconds tick off the clock. We're at the 2-minute warning. Ward trying to swim away from Veltman. That pass finds no one. Menzies going to have to work for this one. Sorry, Madero. No, Menzies correct. And it's Ryan Nolan. Nolan, minute 40. Swinging around. Oshawa going to look to burn this clock here. St. John. Zavitz on him. St. John. Gilmore. And going to have to go with a manual count, reset there. And offensive board, St. John. Great pass out front and a finish. It's Simons. I tell you, you look at that play there, and that's the third of the game for Alex Simons. But it was the yeoman work done by St. John, who did his best Gumby impression. Rubber bent off 2 checks and able to find his teammate right on the doorstep, and that could be the dagger that sealed it for the Outlaws. Martin off the draw. Brampton going to have to go for it now. Martin, good pass across, not able to do much with it was Draminsky. And now Nolan. Final minute here. We opened up week 6 with a beauty here. Brampton and Oshawa, the Outlaws, are looking to extend their win streak to 3 games, and they have been good of late. 40 on the clock, 5 on the shot clock, turnover Matthews. No sense in slowing it down now. Might as well take it to the house if you can. McNabb. McNabb slips one through. So I may have called out Jake McNabb earlier, but he has answered the call here in this game. Hasn't got a whole lot of help, but he's certainly got the job done with his third of the game. Off the draw, Haig with a good piece of thievery. 20 seconds left. Oshawa does not have to score or even take a shot. And they're going to let this one run out, and I think that's the best way it should end. Final 6 seconds, and Oshawa is going to pick up the win, 16-12 the final. They are going to up their record now to 4-2. They are in the hunt for top spot. The Express will have to go back to work now, sitting at 1-4. A whole slate of games this weekend. 2 tomorrow, 1 on Sunday. The Arenalacrosse League continues with week 6. Thanks for joining us. Lance Wynn, JVI Productions. We'll see you next time.